In this podcast episode, renowned psychologist and researcher Dr. Angela Duckworth discusses the core elements that contribute to a successful mindset, focusing on the science of passion, perseverance, and grit. Through their conversation, Dr. Duckworth explores how people can tap into their potential by cultivating these qualities, debunking myths about talent, and offering practical advice grounded in decades of research. Dr. Duckworth introduces the concept of grit as the combination of passion and perseverance directed toward long-term goals. This unique quality transcends innate talent, meaning it is not reserved for the naturally gifted or those born with special abilities. Instead, grit is about loving what you do and relentlessly committing to it over years, not just days or months. She emphasizes that human nature inherently allows for growth, learning, and adaptation, regardless of age or past setbacks. This lays a foundation of hope, the belief that the future can be better than the past, fueled by the confidence that effort can create change. The potential for glimpsing excellence is available to everyone because ambition is universal. People often underestimate their capacity to grow, but Dr. Duckworth affirms that everyone has the drive for greatness if they can cultivate the right mindset. This hopeful perspective challenges common narratives that people tell themselves, such as, "I missed the window," or "I'm too old to change," and replaces them with a science-backed understanding of growth and resilience. A critical insight Dr. Duckworth shares is distinguishing between talent and effort. Talent, she explains, is the rate at which a person improves when they try, but effort, how hard and how long they work, ultimately counts twice. Effort transforms talent into skill, and skill into achievement. This nuanced understanding suggests that even those who improve more slowly can outwork the naturally talented through sustained effort. What surprised Dr. Duckworth most from her studies of elite performers, ranging from West Point cadets to athletes like Michael Phelps, is that gritty individuals are not always driven by fiery intensity or bursts of passion. Instead, they demonstrate consistency in their work ethic. High achievers regularly show up and perform solidly, accumulating effort over time rather than relying on peaks of enthusiasm. The idea is not perfection every day, but rather avoiding days of zero effort and maintaining an 8 out of 10 across the long haul. Integral to grit is the concept of the growth mindset, originally developed by Carol Dweck. Growth mindset is the belief that human abilities can be developed and improved through effort and learning. In contrast, a fixed mindset assumes these traits are static and unchangeable. Dr. Duckworth emphasizes that people with a growth mindset interpret setbacks as opportunities to learn and improve rather than as reflections of their worth or limits. She candidly notes that mindsets often act as self-fulfilling prophecies. If you believe you cannot change, you will find evidence to support that belief, and vice versa. Neuroscience supports this by showing that the brain remains plastic throughout life, continually forming new neurons and connections if we intentionally foster growth. This understanding means it is never too late to develop grit, uncover passion, or build perseverance. One of the cornerstones of grit is genuine interest. Dr. Duckworth explains that passion cannot be forced. It must emerge naturally from curiosity and authentic intrigue. People often don't know what they are passionate about until they have sampled different experiences. The act of sampling, trying a variety of activities, allows people to discover where their mind naturally gravitates and what sparks sustained interest. Rather than overthinking or endlessly journaling about what one should do, she advises actively engaging with different opportunities to see what resonates. This process is a prerequisite for developing passion. Parents and mentors play a crucial role by observing what captivates young people's attention and encouraging exploration with commitment. Dr. Duckworth shares her family's hard thing rule, which required following through on commitments, but also allowed for trying multiple activities to discover genuine interest. Choosing a pursuit that aligns with one's intrinsic interests is the foundation for grit. Dr. Duckworth highlights that once interest is firmly rooted, hard work and perseverance become more sustainable and meaningful, transforming laborious effort into fulfilling practice. Dr. Duckworth delves into the importance of deliberate practice for honing skills. While the 10,000-hour rule is popularly cited as the magic number for mastery, the distinction that matters most is the quality of practice, not merely the quantity. Deliberate practice involves focused, goal-oriented work, continual effort, and immediate feedback to improve weaknesses. She illustrates that simply clocking hours without intentionality does not lead to expertise. True improvement requires mental investment and resilience through a cringe period where failure and mistakes are part of learning. This process can be difficult emotionally, but is essential to growth. Addressing the common challenge of losing motivation when progress stalls, Dr. Duckworth encourages finding psychological distance by seeking outside perspectives from mentors, coaches, or peers. This external feedback can provide clarity and guidance to break through plateaus. She also emphasizes the power of small wins and steady deposits of effort, reinforcing that consistency, even on low-effort days, is more valuable than sporadic bursts followed by inactivity. Beyond personal interest and practice, grit is sustained by a sense of purpose. Purpose is a feeling of being connected to and serving something larger than oneself. This connection brings deeper meaning to effort and helps individuals persevere through challenges by anchoring motivation in values and contribution. Dr. Duckworth encourages exploring personal frustrations or injustices that ignite passion as a portal into purpose. Identifying a problem that stirs anger or concern can lead to focused action. She points out that purpose does not require grand gestures. Small acts like picking up trash or supporting someone else can be deeply fulfilling and purposeful. The concept of calling extends this idea, describing a relationship with work or life that transcends duty and career progression. Calling merges passion with profound personal values, creating a sense of meaningful direction. Importantly, people don't need to change their jobs to experience calling. They can shift how they see and engage with their current roles, finding significance in their contributions. Hope is the final pillar Dr. Duckworth addresses, framing grit in terms of optimism and belief in agency, the capacity to influence one's future through effort. Hope is distinct from naive, wishful thinking. Rather, it is a grounded conviction that small actions can lead to improvement. Drawing on psychological research, she highlights several drivers of agency, including physical wellness, verbal encouragement, role models, and most critically, mastery experiences or small wins. These milestones instill confidence and reinforce the belief that change is achievable. The antidote to hopelessness is breaking overwhelming tasks into manageable steps, enabling progress through achievable goals. Addressing today's unique challenges, Dr. Duckworth also discusses the profound effects of modern technology, especially cell phones, on focus and learning. Through a national study of school cell phone policies, she finds that stricter regulations and increased physical distance from phones correlate with better academic focus and happier educators. She stresses the power of shaping one's environment to support success, encouraging listeners to place tools and cues for desired behaviors within easy reach while distancing distractions. This strategy aligns with the broader message of intentionality and consistent effort, tailored to our contemporary context. Throughout the conversation, Dr. Duckworth extends warmth and hope, reminding listeners that everyone is trying in their own way and capacity. The journey to grit and excellence is not about perfection, but thoughtful progress, choosing easier, authentic pursuits, adopting consistent practice, seeking purpose, maintaining hope, and relying on community. She encourages one focused action rather than overwhelming oneself with multiple goals, urging individuals to build momentum through small, regular deposits of effort. Dr. Duckworth's message is clear. Grit can be cultivated, excellence is within reach, and the life we imagine is achievable through passion, perseverance, and belief in growth.